We can never be too sure with what's in store with our future.
So we have to be ready, we have to be prepared.
But it's not enough to be just street smart.
We also have to be MoneyWise. Here are the top 10 things that you can do with your Christmas bonus. You can use it to pay off your debt. It's very important for us to live stress-free and financially free. Second thing that you can do, you can start a business. Most people have a problem in terms of capitalization. They don't have funds. So this is the best way for you to use this money as a seed money in order for you to make it grow. What you can do is you can start a savings account. If you don't have a savings account, this is the perfect way for you to save money for your future. You can start an emergency fund. There will come a time that our income will slow down, so it's very important that you got to set aside money just in case of emergency. You can start investing. Always remember, it's not how much money you make, it's not how much money you save, it's how much money you grow. What you can also do, you can set aside a retirement fund. So it's very wise for us to set aside money for future use. And you can set aside also an income replacement fund. Just in case the breadwinners does not anymore have the capacity to work. And the best way for you to have an income replacement fund is to buy life insurance. You can set aside a car fund or a housing fund. It is every Filipino's dream to own their own car and to own their own house. This money that you have is the best way for you to start a car fund or a housing fund. Last but not least, what you can also do is you can also use this money for proper use by giving it as a donation. You and I just got to be reminded the reason why we are blessed so that we can become a blessing to others. It is better for us to give rather than to receive.
As we all know, shelter or housing is one of our basic human needs. And this is exactly what we are going to discuss today.
And we have with us today via video call is a 23-year-old preschool teacher in an international school who wants to buy a condominium unit. Welcome to MoneyWise, Charmaine Lynn Pineda.
Good morning, Mr. Chinky. Good morning, Miss Teen.
Hi, Teacher Charmaine. To direct to the point na tayo. I want you to show us the money. Teacher Charmaine, as a teacher, how much is your monthly net income?
Monthly po, nakakakuha ko ng 17,000.
But aside from that, do you have other sources of income?
Oh yes po, I do tutorials po. And monthly, nakakakuha ko ng 5,000 to 6,000.
So, more or less 23,000 combined income. All right.
Yes. How much are you spending on a monthly basis from your net income?
Nagbabayad ako ng electricity bill ng mommy ko, so 3,000. And then yung food for the house, maybe 2,000. And then yung other expenses po, like toiletries, so maybe 6,000 a month po ang expenses ko.
Do you have other probably liabilities like credit card loan or other loan?
Ay, wala po. Wala po akong utang.
Fantastic.
Walang utang. May savings ka ba?
Total savings po as of now, less than 30,000.
Is what made you decide to buy a condominium unit?
I'm staying in Angeles, but I am moving from Angeles to Manila. As a preschool teacher, of course, I want to expand my career. I went here in Manila to find a new job and eventually transfer na rin po dito and find a new house.
Ideally, she wants to buy her own condominium unit. The thing is, she only has 30,000 pesos in cash sa savings niya. Will that be enough kaya, Chinky?
Well, this is the principle. If you want to buy a condominium unit, Charmaine, and for all the televiewers who's watching the show right now, you must ask yourself how much are you willing to pay for rent? Okay? Like for example, if your rent is around 8,000 pesos, okay? If you can find a condominium unit that will allow you to pay on an 8,000 pesos on a monthly thing, just like a rent-to-own thing, you should go ahead and buy it. Worst comes to worst, there's a condominium unit that allows me to have a rent-to-own scheme, but on a 10,000 pesos monthly payment. It sounds enticing that it will be yours. The budget that you have is only up to 8,000.
Yeah.
So you cannot afford to buy that if your budget is only up to 8,000. But you cannot stretch your budget beyond your capability. Because if you do, you can only sustain it for only a few months. But after a few months, you won't have the capacity to pay. And the next thing that will happen, your payment, your down payment, and your monthly payments will be defaulted.
So yan, Charmaine, first part pa lang yung ng aming MoneyWise tips sa'yo. Is it wise for her to buy a condominium unit now?
Okay, we will give you more recommendations later. One of the top 10 things to do with your Christmas bonus that I mentioned earlier is to protect it. And how can you protect it? Through a life insurance policy. Here's how.
AXA is the #1 global insurance company in the world. In the Philippines, we are known for our best service. It's really the best time to purchase an insurance policy in these holidays because you have your 13th month bonus that you can set aside yearly to purchase that policy. In that way, you are able to reward yourself. You can also give it as a gift to your loved ones. You can purchase a policy for them. Life insurance can protect you from the 3 hazards of life. This policy can actually provide you retirement fund. If you live too long, if you get sick along the way, the cash values will be used as your medical funds. So in 5 years' time, you need additional money, it could be withdrawn anytime. And third, in case of demise, that will be given to your beneficiaries. Life insurance is actually your backup to assure that your life will be protected from any of these hazards of life. So as a financial planner, I usually advise my clients to apply the 50-20-30 rule. So if you get your 13th month bonus, 50% you set aside for Christmas gifts or buying gadgets, and then 20% you set aside for savings, you put it in the bank for emergency funds, and then 30% you purchase a life insurance policy. If something happens to you, your family is guaranteed of their life continuance, that there will be food on the table, especially if you're a breadwinner, you're the one providing the lifestyle for your family, then your children or your loved ones will still have the same lifestyle. The ages that can benefit from this life insurance is actually from 0 to 70 years old. There's no discrimination in purchasing a life insurance. Everybody needs to be covered. Everybody needs to be protected. But it's a matter of their priorities. The best investment that you can get this season is actually to invest in a policy right now, because the younger you are, the cheaper the policy, and the bigger the yield of your investment. It's very easy to purchase a life insurance. You just have to decide how much you would like to set aside monthly or annually. For a 30-year-old, like 1 million policy, it could be like they pay on a monthly of 3,000 or 100 pesos a day. And then they just add additional premium on the Christmas bonus. We have right now what we call the AXA Solutions. So if you would like a financial planner to go to your office or to go to your house, you just visit axa.com.ph. You can choose your financial planner there. We have profiles, we have pictures of our financial planner, and click their profile and immediately you're already chatting with them. Ask questions of your inquiries about the product. There will be a video to explain our products if you don't want to be intimidated of talking to a financial planner. It's really the best time to purchase an insurance policy in these holidays because you have your 13th month bonus. In that way, you're able to reward yourself for the whole year of hard work.
It's so nice to count money if it's brand new. I would just like to remind you to exchange your old bills with the new bills before the end of the year because it would lose its value and it will be demonetized. This is a friendly reminder from MoneyWise.